sometimes I'm listening to a song that I like, and Allie's like, I love that meme. I love that meme. I'm like, this is a song, Allie. She's like, no, that's a TikTok song. That's like on TikTok. I'm like, where do you think TikTok got it? Allie, where does that come from?
Dun, 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 Everyone just like stops talking and just Gingerpale just singing the entire intro.
I knew the song. I knew it.
Go ahead, do it. You won't.
Yeah.
Exactly. Welcome, Gingerpale.
Woo!
Welcome, everybody, to the Voice Chat Podcast, episode 54. Whew. My name is Maaz from TheAMaazing.
I'm Laddi.
I'm Rushlight Invader.
And I'm Gingerpale. Hello.
Woo, wow.
Hello. Welcome to the episode, Gingerpale. I think before we start, we should definitely shout out everybody on our Patreon and channel members, especially the Sidoni with an O, as well as, I didn't even pull it up. I'm a Creepy Cookie, Jason Roop, Storyteller25, and Deke. All right.
Ooh.
Welcome,
Thank you,
everybody.
Deke.
So sexy.
Thank you, Deke.
I love Deke.
Only Deke.
I love Deke.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody else. I'm kidding. No, major shout out to you guys. Definitely helping supporting the podcast, especially when it's like a little bit slower now. Okay.
Yeah.
Also want to thank the FANART. Thank you so much for making this cute fan out of us.
Yay.
Dude, they're so good.
Appreciate it.
We love it.
Wow, that looks great.
It looks so good.
And
I can't see it, but I'm sure it looks great.
You can see it. It's right there.
just put up a fan out of Gingerpale there, like the one where
Those are some
Gingerpale's
hams. Wow.
like a massive hunk.
You know what those AI generated images? Can you just like type in like editor? Can you type in like buff man and then like Gingerpale and then a fusion of them? Pop that up right there.
Dude, you know what's funny? Like it's so funny you bring that up because I've been obsessed with AI recently. Like that is definitely something I am all in on. Those AI that makes the images, they're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the AI that could talk back to you in terms of like in full coherent
No.
sentences and stuff? Terrifying.
Yeah. There was another one, and it's just like, hey, write me a funny story about blank. And it writes you entire scripts. And I was like, you could make an entire video using like backgrounds and like characters is a bit harder, but like you can make backgrounds, a script, and even voices all from AI, and it's really spooky.
What's
No, dude, I love that.
What's the one animator who goes like Cass Neanderthal? What's his name?
Cass Vanderpump?
Yeah. What about it?
He made Germa made like an AI story and he read it and then he made an animation based on that story that he read.
Yeah, that
I
one
love
was
that
really
video
funny.
so much.
It was good.
That's so funny. Because I literally love I was thinking about making a story about it because I love these like weird AI stories. Like I took photos of them and they're so funny. Like they asked the AI bot to write them a like 4chan green text.
Yeah. I think I know this one.
They're so good. Like I every single time I get so happy every time I read it.
I know my favorite one. Have you ever read the Bottomless Pit Supervisor one?
Yeah.
Because be me, Bottomless Pit Supervisor, in charge of making sure the bottomless pit is, in fact, bottomless. Occasionally have to go down there and check if the bottomless pit is still bottomless. One day I go down there and the bottomless pit is no longer bottomless. The bottom of the bottomless pit is now just a regular pit. Distress. Ask my boss what to do. He says, just make it bottomless again. I say, how? He says, I don't know, you're the supervisor. Rage. Quit my job. Become a regular pit supervisor. First day on the job. Go to new hole. It's bottomless. It's just like, that was made by a computer. And that's like comedy gold.
One of my other favorite ones I just said like rush by accident is like be me, join a Discord VC, horse starts screen sharing his screen, it's just a black screen, horse, can you see my screen? Me, no, it's just black. Horse, oh well, can you hear my audio then? Me, yes. Horse proceeds to make horse noises for the next hour. That's just so stupid. Literally, it's literally like one of my favorite things right now. I love these AI stuff. I did some research into like how I could get it because I literally was like gonna make a video all about this AI stuff. But apparently, you need to like pay to get access to.
Yeah.
Either get paid or you need to like get invited into using them, and it's just like, man,
Get
I don't
invited.
do that.
Yeah, make a video about it, and then you'll get invited. There you go.
They're just like-
invited.
Honestly, they're like perfect like shorts material. I feel like.
Yes.
And have you guys played around with those at all?
Shorts?
Anime
Yeah.
shorts?
Like YouTube vertical shorts.
I don't like them
no,
as much.
I haven't done one.
You should.
I feel like I wanted to play around with it, but I think YouTube is a little bit undercooked in how they are facilitating the shorts.
Like there's another tab for shorts. That'll be cool because the main upload looks messy and I hate
I
it.
really don't like that they lump all the shorts with the YouTube videos. It does look really messy.
Originally, I was worried about that too. Like, you click on a channel, and the first thing you do is usually, like, the homepage pops up, and you don't want to see, like, uploads and then see vertical thumbnails and then regular videos together. But they're pretty good. I really like, on the homepage, they do have a short shelf. Excuse me. And then they also have, and then your regular videos, and then if they click on, like, the uploads tab, they'll see all of them kind of together. But it's not that bad, but there's a ton of positives to them. Like, obviously, the revenue stuff, they're not for revenue. They're, like, mostly for growth. And they're also just, like, fun change-ups to make. Like, you just get to focus on making something that's, like, 15 seconds long instead of, like, a 6, 10, 15-minute video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And you can use meme music. You can use copyrighted music for the most part and not get in trouble because of the AdSense stuff
money.
isn't really a thing on it. There's like the shorts fun, but I mean, like, they're for fun, they're for growth. And there's been so many channels that have popped up to like 1 million subs just from doing shorts. Like,
wow.
there's a guy who just makes ice cream, and it's very nice. He makes good, like, perfect loops, and I really like watching him make ice cream.
Is there any like popular like animators that make specifically just shorts or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ice Cream Sandwich tried it out, and he did it on a separate channel. I would recommend you do them on the same channel. I know a lot of people want to split them up because they don't want that look on their channel, but it's helping grow that channel because then you have to use a short to direct people, but these people are used to, like, give me a quick joke. They're not going to listen to, like, a shout-out video, so that's why I recommend you do it on the same. But Ice Cream Sandwich did it. His were pretty funny, and he was just messing around. 2D McNudie, she's more popular on TikTok, but
I love 2D.
yeah,
Yeah.
great.
you upload like the vertical videos. You can do them to like Instagram Reels and then TikTok, and that's the other thing is they're good for posting across different socials.
I think he has like the benefits and pros that I've seen. Just because like I'm in a server with a lot of YouTubers who discuss like the new changes and stuff and whether or not they do it. So one of them, not disclosing their name, they made another channel to make shorts and they got pretty popular with it. Primarily because I think it's more so to do with branding. It's a very like nebulous thing that people are worried about, but it's like if you mix shorts and videos into one page, you no longer have a branding of quality because I think shorts are inherently seen as less quality, right? It's just something in your brain that you're just like, this is not a real video, quote unquote. This is a short. And I think if there is this distinction in people's minds, there needs to be then a separate tab for videos, right? It's the same idea as why videos and live streams in one page never worked. It never works because there are inherently different forms of content, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's why they opted to make another channel and they succeeded, but then you obviously have to hassle about literally making another channel.
Yeah.
Like straight up making another channel.
That was the only reason I never left streams unlisted was just because, public. Because if you left them public, it was popping up in between all your videos. People are like, he made an hour-long video, and it just looked bad. But
yes,
shorts I'm a little more okay with. But again, I would say if you're already in like a pretty good position on YouTube, try them on a different channel. And it's like a fun outlet, and it still encourages growth to your main channel a bit. But when you're first growing, I do think it's good to kind of keep it all in one place. The branding part isn't necessarily like a worry yet, and if you're kind of hobbying around, you could probably throw them together. But yeah, I see that. It definitely looks like it's a little more all over the place unless you're like perfectly patterning your short uploads with video uploads, but I have like video, video, short, video.
No, I think that's really good because the other thing to also take into account is that YouTube is pushing shorts like a lot, and so you can absolutely take advantage of that for sure.
It's really funny. At VidCon, TikTok was like the huge sponsor of VidCon this year.
Oh.
But like you walk into like the place where the expo hall is, and there's just banners for only YouTube Shorts. Like I thought this was the TikTok con.
But okay, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of baller.
Yeah,
though.
right.
That's like TikTok is so confident in their ability. They're like, bro, put your YouTube short plaster up, okay? No one's gonna care. Like that's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
I just don't know. TikTok doesn't feel like it has like a very good like, unless you're huge, you're not making like, massive amounts of money or anything when you have even like 5 million TikTok followers. Like there's some sort of ratio there. I don't forget what we all kind of decided on, but there's some sort of ratio of what that is to like subscribers and some sort of value. But I'm sure there's still like sponsors and stuff like that. Like there's ad placement, but I don't really care too much. It's mostly like, hey, good job. People are making fun things. I just don't want to see people react to like, play this sound at 3 times. Oh my God, my dog died.
I still know nothing about TikTok. I just don't go on there. I just don't.
It's like visual crack.
Dude, it's actually visual. No, seriously, I actually have had to stop using it because it was deteriorating my attention span. Like, and I've noticed that. That's like, it's like genuinely concerning. And I'm like, in my 20s, and that's happening.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine the detriment it's having on children right now. I
know. That's the scariest part. It's like cartoons already were fast paced enough. Like growing up watching like 20-minute episodes and things, or like SpongeBob cut up into like 8-minute like plot lines, and I'm like, that's already something that makes you not want to read a book because I can get a whole story in 8 minutes. But then it's like now it's maximum 15 seconds on TikTok. Sometimes they're a bit longer, but for the most part it's just like, and like the humor is deteriorating back to like random XD weird punchlines. It's like a giant inside joke between like people online. So if you don't avidly watch TikTok, like people come up to you and just say the weirdest things, and I'm like, I don't get it, and they're like, not a TikToker. I get it.
I definitely agree.
Like, okay.
I said, like, literally, it's like rotting my brain. I went to like work, and I said to my boss, like literally the boss of my unit who's in charge of like kidney medicine, I was like, oh dude, I've been sleeping on that. And she was like, wait, why were you sleeping there? No, I haven't and I would randomly just say like, oh, that's goated, dude, that's pretty goated, and just random stuff.
That's the thing. And like sometimes I'm listening to a song that I like, and Allie's like, I love that meme. I'm like, this is a song, Allie. She's like, no, that's a TikTok song. That's like on TikTok. I'm like, where do you think TikTok got it, Allie? Where does that come from?
Oh jeez, oh man.
We go out to like a fancy dinner, and we're sitting there, and like, we're dressed kind of nice, or we're at like a little like, speakeasy little bar, and then she's on her phone watching TikToks, and I'm like, dude, come on, put the phone away.
No, it's actual crack, because like what's happening now is like TikTok's also taking over every market. Like not only is YouTube, Instagram trying to fight TikTok, apparently, right? My brother's 10 years younger, and he's told me, and I've seen YouTube videos about this, where younger generations use TikTok like Google, where they start Googling something.
Oh no!
They search TikTok like, how to make cake, or how to, like, because now TikTok allows for like infinite time, right? They like younger generation like the video aspect of like instructional videos, so they use TikTok like that. And Google has seen a dip in their search.
Can't you not pause on TikTok though? Can you pause?
You can pause.
You can pause, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you couldn't.
And you can even rewind and scrub, so...
Yeah.
Well, I remember... I don't know where David Dobrik stands in the community. We don't need to get into that. But I remember at the end of his videos, he used to do this really quick flip through a bunch of, like, panels. And it's kind of like you could do a recipe on TikTok in, like, 3 seconds, where you just have to, like, pause every, like, half second, and it tells you everything. and then I'm like, there's 3
Yeah.
seconds. It's 3 seconds of content. You'd probably want
I
to
know.
stretch it out. I don't know if they have like, do they have a retention rate or like watch time? Does that matter on TikTok, or is it simply
Oh,
replays?
I don't even know what matters. But
Probably
I'm not.
clickbait.
I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak my truth. I definitely have like saved recipes on TikTok, and I've
Yeah.
gone back to it.
Me
Okay.
too.
Yeah, that is one good thing. Allie makes this
Yeah.
like chili cucumber little like salad thing, and it's low in calories, and it's a bomb snack. Might I even say it's goated?
Whoa.
Why would you goat on
Damn.
that?
Why would you say that?
Why would you say this to me? But I don't know. TikTok breeds like lots of great creators. Like there's this one. I think he's from the UK. Adrian Bliss or something. And he kind of does this like quirky, awkward like scenes completely by himself, where he's like, okay, they're all in a stomach, and a bunch of food is partying inside the stomach, and then there's like a security guard, and he's like, sorry, the party's full, and then it's like a cupcake, and he's like, but I'm a cupcake. He's like, oh, you're a dessert. You get to go in the VIP room, and it's a whole skit about having like dessert stomach. But he
That's
just does
so
like
good.
He does awesome things, and like sometimes there's great creators like that. And I'm like, cool, I'm trying to follow a bunch of those so that my feed is good. But that's the thing, for you, if you accidentally get on a train where you keep watching people like do the thing where it's like, play this song at 3 times, 3 little birds sat on a window, and it's just like that same song over and over is such a headache, because I'm like,
I know.
you're not making
yeah.
content.
Yeah.
No, I think that's definitely been the point. I think that's okay. I'm gonna give the devil's advocate here. I think that's only because we're content creators, right? I think it's purely because we're content creators that we're just like, we need content that is actually content, not just like garbage. Whereas I find that regular people who are on TikTok, they love that garbage. They love that stuff. They like literally eat it a million trillion times over, and I don't get it.
Some trends are like good, and like everybody does their own take, but it's the ones where it's just you sit in front of it just blank faced and then go and like gasp at one part, and I'm like, I don't get it. Why do you want to watch that over and over? You want to okay, you're gonna watch this middle-aged
Okay,
dad do it, then you're
Laddi,
gonna watch this
Rush.
hot 20-year-old do it. It's like,
Laddi and Rush, now you guys need to gasp in front of it. Like that's the entire TikTok. Like,
That's gonna be my whole. I've never like made real TikToks. I'm gonna do that now. That's my
Everything.
next thing.
the thing is, TikTok also has this layers of irony and post irony and then meta irony, where it's like if you literally gasp, yeah, that's whatever. I love the ones where they're reacting, but they like speed up the reaction and they gasp, they stand up, they do a twerk and dance, and then they like sit
Yeah,
back down.
okay.
Like,
Yeah.
there's good stuff.
know.
It's like Vine on crack, because you can like, I love stitching. Oh my god, there's so many good Reddits for like stitching
so
of
good.
TikToks. Like, what's that one where the guy's like, hello, my name is this, and today is my birthday, and he's like,
Oh
holding
my
his
God, that
girlfriend,
guy.
and it keeps
This is my
expanding, and then
girlfriend.
they add like a little Nerf gun on the side, like, up their head, and then the legs,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
police
that-
reports, and
Open up.
they're like, a man is holding his girlfriend hostage. It's like,
And it's like, Brandon, come out with your hands up. You don't want to do this, Brandon.
yeah. Hello, my name is Brandon, and today is my birthday. It's so good. So I like when they build up like that, and then I'm like, okay, thank God, people are still funny, and like
Yeah.
making good things. I think more
Oh.
good has come out of it. Well, actually, it's just a massive amount of content, but as long as you're searching, there's way more good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like the other area is music. I like not only in terms of the music industry, because that's insane. Like you want to have a song blow up, you had to get on TikTok now. Like that's
Wasn't
just-
Lil Nas X like got really popular on TikTok in the beginning?
Yeah, that's how
That's
like
how
Yeah,
he got
that's
true.
how it started.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like artists that like musicians that have come from there. Isn't that's where Bella Porch came from?
Yeah,
And
that's
then
absolutely true.
Who else? I don't know. There's a lot more. But-
MXM Tune, one of my friends.
Yeah.
She's like really big now. Yeah, she's really big now, and I like her songs a lot. So.
You know where I
Shout out.
realized that this is a problem though, especially with like the attention span thing, is I was
What's up?
sitting
What's that?
on the plane coming home from California, and it was like every teenager I saw around, like just fidgety. Like they don't have their phone. They're like trying to get on the Wi-Fi. There was a kid sitting like across the aisle asking his mom like for the Wi-Fi, because you have to like pay like $20 for the
Oh,
4-hour
yeah.
flight. And he was like, please, Bob, like, I need to message my friends. I need to, like, I can't download movies. I can't do this. And I was like, it's 4 hours. Take a nap. Like, just chill for a bit.
Kids
It's
don't nap,
just
bro.
The
They do
attention
not.
span, mine is terrible. And I can sit there.
You just see them do crack like on the plane.
The flight attendant's going
Well,
over
if
and
you
they're
won't
like,
give me the
"Here."
internet.
Yeah, exactly. Here, just
Crack
take
it
some
is.
crack. Take a crack. That's better.
Listen, this is the Boomer Podcast. Welcome, everybody.
That's so funny. The idea of like offering someone crack because it's better. Like, that's so funny.
Just do crack, please. Don't do
Just do
TikTok,
crack,
please. Anyways, love TikTok.
No, that's so funny. I think like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I think it's ruining my own attention span with TikTok and its shorts. I don't know about you guys, but like recently, I haven't played a video game in a long time. I think Overwatch and a lot of the multiplayer ones don't really count because it's like they're just always there. The last one I can think of is like Halo Infinite, where I played the campaign, and it was a good time, but I don't know. There hasn't been one that kind of gripped me. And then yesterday, I started playing for the first time a Nier Automata.
The Android butt game.
Yeah, the
Android
Android
game?
one
I've never
from
heard
Square
of this.
Enix.
What?
Never.
I was gonna ask what genre, but genre.
There's so many polygons on the butt area.
Android butt.
Don't worry about it, Laddi.
What's the-
Don't worry about
What's
it.
the elevator pitch for that game? What is that?
Alright, so there's
they
an
got
Android,
butts,
right?
right?
You got me. I'm interested. Okay.
Android butts.
Are they anime Android
And
butts?
that's the game.
Just need like hours of you, just like the camera's not even near you, like it's straight up near the butt.
I'm in.
No, so I was playing the game yesterday, and I literally, it was good, and the intro is really good. But I don't know, something about it. I was just like, maybe I should do something else. Like my attention was drawn in the middle of playing the video game, and I was like, damn, that's bad. I wish I could focus.
Yeah, I got a League
I don't
addiction
know,
still.
man. Oh God, still.
Yeah, I still play
Wow.
so much League of Legends. Dude, League, TFT, they're fun, right? They
No.
do games okay.
No, they're not fun.
I
They're
like
the
it.
opposite of fun.
And Arcane was amazing. See, if I just say Arcane, does that get you guys going? You like Arcane?
I do like arcade.
Yeah, League of Legends.
No.
They're in the
I
same
don't think-
hallway, doors across.
Listen, Alice been playing that game every time I see her.
Yeah, she loves League.
My problem
Every single time.
with
Yeah.
with a lot of games, a big problem that's come in for me is because of doing the online content stuff. Anytime we all know this, you don't have time for yourself. That's not a real thing that you can often take. You can't enjoy relaxing. It's just stress, and you're like, well, can this be content? Can this be content? And then I never do anything anyways. But at least multiplayer games, I'm spending time with friends. It's time well spent. But
Yes.
just now I've started forcing myself to read books for an hour a day, and that's been nice. But even while I'm doing it, when I'm hitting near the end of the hour, I'm like, okay, I can cut out 10 minutes early. I gotta go sit on my computer and pretend I'm working.
Wiggle my wrist around.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's the thing with timing yourself for anything, forcing yourself to do something for a long amount of time. You'll eventually start really hating doing
yeah.
it.
No, it's definitely true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You just need to find new hobbies too, because then it's cool. I got my enjoyment in for today, so it's try reading, and then what's your guys' favorite pastime outside of the art world?
Jaywalking.
That's a good one. That's
I just can't, when I see a
outside
street.
for hours.
And what
He's
exactly?
just outside for
What gets you going about this?
You know Frogger. He was a really big inspiration in my life.
Yeah.
That was.
I like thievery.
we used to have that in junior high. We'd play Human Frogger across a 6-lane road. It was fun.
Yeah.
I actually did that with swing sets in school. People
Oh,
be
yeah.
swinging and they're go
Oh,
max
yeah.
speed. They're all right, go, and they would do the gauntlet and just run through, and then we
Man.
kick a kid. It'd be great.
We'd be a smarter species if we just, didn't have games like that. Okay, Laddi, Maaz, what's your pastime now? What's your hobby?
Thievery.
Okay,
Wait,
Oh,
I
no.
see a pattern.
Yeah. No, so I've just been getting into a lot of random things. I learned how to yo-yo.
Yo-yo,
It's-
I think I could still do the cradle.
Oh yeah,
Like-
I'm like trying to learn walking the dog, but I don't know, this is hard.
Do you have one of those yo-yos that when you flick it down hard enough, it stays down and does the roll?
No.
She's a Dave and Buster's yo-yo.
I have a Dave and Buster's yo-yo that lights
Oh.
up when it goes down.
And it did not break
So
multiple
there's-
times.
There's these special yo-yos that like do. They're meant for tricks, and when you throw them down hard enough, they have like a little axle they kind of spin on, so they can stay down for a bit, and then once they start to slow down, that's when it ravels back up. And so those are good
Ooh.
for like doing all the tricks and stuff. I don't know
Yeah.
how it's possible without it, without having the yo-yo just like all the way strung out.
Yeah. That's so I've been looking into like getting a real like official yo-yo
But-
because they look really cool.
That's a good one. And Maaz?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm different. Just like I'm not like the other creators because I think I
You're
tend to like
quirky.
I have a real job outside of things.
True.
And so like I find what I do outside of creating and outside of medicine in general, honestly, it's just a lot more medicine. I recently restructured my brain and dopamine. And that's why I haven't like been watching videos or playing video games so much, because I love studying. I literally go home and I will open up a textbook and I just study for hours every day. And that's
Interesting.
something I enjoy. Yesterday, I literally studied about like how people make pee for like an hour and a half, and I literally was like, okay, I need to now get off and play video games. And and I literally like when I told my friend this, they're like, bro, most people around the world literally they celebrate when they get people off video games. You're celebrating when you're getting on video games. Like you're like I had to drag myself towards it, and that was just so funny to me. And that's what I mean. Yesterday, as I was playing the game, I was like, man, I could be studying about like kidney transplants right now.
Yeah.
Like that.
So you have
Yeah, I
it
don't
in
know.
the weirdest way possible. It's
Yeah, but it's super helpful. So
yeah. I mean,
So how do people make pee?
Yeah, how do people make pee?
I'm a really good
Don't even
study
ask me.
also.
So
Yeah?
I'm like, I make more pee than anyone in a day. I'm sure of
Wow.
it. I should probably go to the doctor for it, but
Maz is
I
probably
got
read
Maaz
about
right
you.
here. Yeah. I'm like, case study number 1.
You were in his book.
yeah, flip the page. It's just Devin smiling. Thumbs up. That's so funny. No, I'm in like kidney medicine recently. I've been doing like that for the last few weeks, and so that's like all consuming. Kidneys are pretty sick, man. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty cool.
Am I going to be
Yeah.
okay,
Pretty
Maaz?
sick.
I drink like 8
What's
liters
that?
of water a day, and it just flies through me.
Okay, why are you drinking 8? That's so much.
Time is short,
I've
Maaz.
always drank
Life
a lot
is
of
short.
water. I don't
No,
know
no.
why.
Let me, because y'all are American. Like, to gallons. Like, let me tell you how much 8 liters is in American. That's 2.1 gallons.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's-
that's a lot of water.
Yeah, that's a lot
water.
of water.
That's a lot of water.
I have this
I can
4-liter
bathe that
water
water.
that I fill up twice a day, and I always finish it twice.
Oh god.
Whoa.
And I feel
You're a
great. My pee is like, it's clearer than clear. It emits light.
It's invisible.
Dude, you should even, if it's like that clear, there's a reason people say straw colored or lighter. It's not just meant to be completely clear, dude.
No,
Like,
it's
that's-
not. It's emitting light now.
That's how
Whoa.
It's not even liquid anymore. It's just like pure
It
brightness.
starts
Like,
glowing.
you go to the doctor, sir. You're too healthy. You need to stop it.
They use it
oh, that's.
at nuclear power plants now.
Whoa. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's a good side hustle. That's my hobby. It all looped
Yeah.
around.
Here's your hobby.
That-
It all looped around.
We can
No.
solve climate change with your nuclear piss.
Mine's been,
Yeah.
I think mine's. I mean, cooking brings me great joy. Me and Maaz talked the
Oh,
other
I
day.
love
Yeah,
cooking.
cooking a
Yay.
nice meal and like, you know, it's a recipe that says it'll take like 40 minutes, and then just taking like an hour and a half and like taking your time, cutting everything really careful and nice, except onions.
Dude, I like you've seen how much food I've been putting on my Instagram. story.
Yeah.
Like I love.
Yeah.
I love cooking.
Me too. Oh, I got this. I took. I mean, I moved out recently, finally on my own, and it was just like the best thing ever is getting to pick out your own pots and pans and like
Yes.
the spices and having all your own stuff, knowing where it is, and then I realized, oh, this is where you get like old all of a sudden, and I'm like so pumped about the price of like asparagus, and like I'm like, yeah, asparagus is yo, Al's carrots,
2 for
the local
1, let's
guy
go.
who makes sweet carrots. This is the best day ever. And it's like, you know, right now my biggest goals in life are getting like a barbecue and like a potato masher and a cheese grater. I need a cheese grater.
This is so cute. I love that, man. Like that's really really cute.
Guys.
I think like that like picking out pots, picking out pans, cooking is like so intimate. And I think Laddi, you and I have talked about this, how like at VidCon that was definitely one of the most intimate aspects about it. Like we're just cooking with each other.
Yeah. So
that
cute.
was like
I love the
super, super
domestic,
awesome.
like everyone's just getting together for dinner and
It's like
setting the table.
they say you need to spend, what is it? I was reading this thing. It was probably one of those like Daily Testicle type articles, but it's like you need to spend like 30 hours with someone to be like good friends, and like 50 to be great friends, and like 100 to be get close to being best friends in like a short period of time. But I'm like, I think you can shortcut that if you cook with somebody. It's just like a
That's so
really,
true.
it's a really quick
Friendship.
like, it's like a co-op game, but in real life.
You know, 100%. Like that. Literally, I remember getting closer to people I've never even met. Like when we were cooking the curry together. And also, you know what's funny, Laddie? Like the domestic life, and like obviously it's very very good. But we also had like one of us like yell at the others like, "You guys did not clean your dishes." Like we had every element of the domestic
well,
life.
that's what's part of it.
Yeah.
Yelling at everybody. Part of it.
When she was yelling at me, I felt closer to her than ever.
Yeah, but he was telling me how much of a slob I was. I loved it.
Are you guys messy? Because like I
No,
am.
actually.
My room's usually. I got in a lucky position, so I do all the cooking. Allie hates cooking, but she loves cleaning, so this works out. But she refuses to ever
Damn.
clean my office because of how bad I get. And I was
Yes.
like, I was like, man, one day I'm gonna move out with people and they're gonna hate me because I am pretty bad. There's some days where I'm like, no, I need a full cleanse, and I clean a house like top to bottom. But that's like, it's too rare to be okay. I can't live on my own. It's like, it's so, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, behind me there's
Wait,
there's a dish with like egg yolk leak on it that's dry
Yeah.
from yesterday.
Whoa.
And then there's that.
Look, is that just in the office? Because like I'm presuming you lived with people at VidCon this year, right? Like literally,
Yeah.
I'm assuming
I put
you
my
didn't-
stuff
you were
away
not
when
a
I'm with
slob.
like people I'm not as familiar with, but when I know it's my own
Right.
space, I'm like, well, it's my space, and I call it the procedure of art. My mom's like, clean your room. I'm like, Mom, I'm an artiste. Let me express myself. But
starving artist.
no, when I'm at like an Airbnb, I mean, recently I was there with like, I was staying with like Circle Tunes and his girlfriend, Robin.
Robin's
and,
great.
And Adam and a bunch of people. And I mean, Robin she was also kind of just like, no, I like cleaning, and Allie was kind of helping out too. But then she was also making us breakfast and stuff. Then I started feeling bad, so I'm like trying to clean things. I like put all the bottles together, and then I'm like trying to find a bag and stuff. And then I walk to the bathroom to go pee. I come back, it's all done, and I'm like, oh,
Whoa.
Tell me
okay.
more. I literally didn't go to VidCon. I'm so sad. I want to live vicariously.
I'll rub it in your face. I'll
Oh.
do it. I swear to God.
I literally didn't even see photos. Like I didn't see photos for anyone. So I don't even.
We try not to post that many to make people feel bad.
I'm going to post a
me,
bunch.
The reason why I didn't post a bunch was because after the first day of VidCon, I got COVID, so I had to stay home while everyone was partying.
Laddi,
Yeah.
It was the worst time ever, and you can't understand. I had like the very first day I got tested positive for COVID. I had to stay home while my whole hotel room full of 7 people went out and had fun, right? And then I also had to deal with some personal drama with some family or whatever over the phone, and so I had that, and just all of this stuff was like combining to giving me the worst day ever.
Yeah.
And then it's like maybe midnight, everyone comes home and everyone's like, oh my God, Laddie, you missed it, this happened, this happened, this happened. And I was had enough of it. I was like, I am going to bed, good night.
Yeah, but you should have been there.
You had it,
Sorry,
okay.
Laddi.
You had it way way worse than me. Oh,
Just out of reach. She was just out of reach, bro.
Yeah,
This year-
the next day,
that sucks.
I mean,
yeah,
to
they were
be
telling me
fair,
all these YouTubers I wanted to like meet for the first time, and blah blah blah. You know.
well, you're in LA. Now go
Yeah.
meet them quickly.
Yeah, I'm meeting them now. Yeah, no, it's the second day. It was fine. I was also just really tired. But like after that, I was like, okay, now I want to live vicariously through everybody's stories. But it was just that first day that was like.
It was like everybody caught it. Like there were so
Yeah.
many people. Everybody
It was
around me and Allie got it.
COVID-con.
But we had it like 2 months earlier, so maybe we were still in that like immunity phase. But like
Maybe. Yeah.
we
Not
were testing
anymore.
ourselves like we tested ourselves twice, and then it was just like. It was a lot of stress, and lots of our panels were like dwindling. Like 2D McNudie was on pretty much all of my panels, and then she got sick the first day too, and I was like, oh dear,
Jaden too.
oh
Wow.
no, yeah.
Yeah, Jaden got sick like before it even
COVID-con.
happened. Literally COVID-con.
Yeah.
But Laddi, at least you got to experience a giant pool that was basically a hot tub.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh yeah. Remember?
Wait, what?
Okay, I was gonna tell
Oh.
it. So Maaz, we had this Airbnb that had a pool in the backyard, and it was nice and cool. But one night we wanted to like heat up the hot tub, and so there were directions to do that. We heated it up. It was good. And then the next day I was like, well, let's heat up the hot tub again, like for the nighttime when we come back, and I'll like set the timer. Well, apparently when the power goes out there, they had a little sign that I didn't read till later. The timer gets broken, so I accidentally set it on to be on for like 40 hours instead of like 2. And so I also accidentally hit the heat pool button, and then it stayed on the entire night. So we go in the next day. It's the hottest day the whole week and a half we're there or whatever. And the pool was reading 104 Fahrenheit, which is what, 40 something? Or 40?
That's so funny.
Yeah. And then we had invited everybody over for a pool party the next day, and it was just like, oh God, I made soup. Everybody have some soup. And so
You made YouTuber soup.
yeah, so the whole day we were trying to like let it cool off. I was like sticking the hose in it, trying to cool it off. But to cool that down, you would need like actually 400 pounds of ice. So
Yeah.
That
I just-
is so
I just
funny.
gave up. We kind of had like, if you dove under, all the heat rises to the top. You just kind of go to the bottom of the pool and sit there for a bit. You'd cool off, or like jump in, get wet, and get out and hope the breeze
Yeah.
hits you. But then there
When
was
we
also,
arrived, Gingerpale was like, "I'm so sorry, the pool is hot, warm." I'm like, "Dude, I love backwater pools. It's perfect."
but it was warmer than like lukewarm. It was.
It was
hot.
warm. But it kind of felt good though. I kind of like it was why I stayed in the pool the whole time.
Tabs went in her jeans.
She went in her
She's a
jeans.
did.
psychopath. So I was like, here, take some shorts. And now Tabs still has my shorts.
I have your
Yes.
shorts, baby. I
good.
have them
He has
now.
them now, yeah.
Next time I see you, I'll be too fat to
Oh,
fit them.
everybody was there. Tabs was there. Like, what about like who did you guys stay with, Laddi Rush? Like, you guys stay with like the.
We had like
Let
a
me see.
6-person Airbnb, and we fit like Alice, Tabs, me, Laddie, Nunu, JJ, Zaid.
They never
We
came
We
to my
convinced
house.
Zaid to
was our-
come to America. We're like, "Hey, you
Yeah.
come to America?" I was like, "No." I was like, "You're coming to America." I was like, "Okay." And his first time in America, he tried nothing but chicken the whole trip. He had a tier list about chicken.
A fried chicken.
Yeah.
That is horrendous. That is.
The one that won was a food truck at VidCon. It was this one, they knew him by name every time he went up to it. It was S
He
tier.
loved the food truck.
Oh, dear.
Okay, listen, man. When you go to America, you gotta try Hispanic cuisine. It's like that's one of the things that you don't get anywhere else. Like that's one of the things I always try. I
No, bro,
don't
he
get
just
it.
wanted chicken.
Chicken.
You know what? Fair enough. A man on a mission. I like it.
So,
And so wait, why are they all in Laddie's apartment now? Why? Oh.
Oh,
yeah, no.
yeah, it's just like a whole thing. We're just kind of Airbnb. So me, Nunu, and JJ wanted to like do this thing where we wanted to stay in California for like the whole summer. So we did that, right? And then Alice was like, "Hey, I want to go to VidCon and hang out with y'all. I'll need a place to stay." And we were like, "Oh, okay, cool." So Alice started staying with us too. And then when we went to Anaheim for VidCon, that's when we did the whole hotel thing. And then like before Anaheim or whatever, I hit up Tabs. I'm like, "Hey Tabs, you going to VidCon?" She's like, "No, I didn't know VidCon was happening. I'll be over there like tomorrow." And we're like, "Huh?"
They were flying out of it. I was like, "No, wait, can we prepare?" Where are you gonna stay? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. She's been helping pay for the Airbnbs and stuff. So it's like, yeah. So we're all just kind of here now.
It's the same thing. Like literally, like I just got a message. They're like, yeah, Tabs is coming to Australia now. We're like, what?
She decided.
She's
Yeah,
traveling
it's
and
funny.
doing her thing.
Yeah, it's been really fun though. We've been having a good time. I'm gonna
glad,
be
I'm
sad
glad.
because I've gotten so accustomed to the house full of like 5-6 people. When everyone leaves later,
It'll
we're
feel
like,
empty.
"Ah." It'll feel so empty.
You're gonna miss it.
I am. I love the chaos.
It's so funny because like, okay, listen. I remember literally 5 years ago now, like 5-6 years ago, we were all in our own little tiny ass computers going like, oh my god, it'll be so much fun to like live near each other, visit each other. And now it's like a thing, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it because I realized the only one it inconveniences is me. Because now that everybody in America actually is living together, no one goes on voice chats anymore.
Yeah.
And
Aw.
I literally messaged Rush. I was like,
Yeah.
hey man, like no one goes on voice chats anymore. Like I miss you guys. And then they're like, oh, we just meet each other in real life. I'm like, fuck you, man. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I get really sad.
Everyone goes to bed
Hit
early
us up,
now.
Maaz. I'll join a voice chat.
Yeah, hit me up.
No,
Hit me.
because Rush. The other thing is like Rush said, everyone goes to bed early now, so like the time zones don't work anymore.
It's because California time zone is way earlier than what I used to do, so I don't stay up as late.
It's fine, whatever. I guess I'll just be depressed.
Isn't it an
No.
hour difference?
Yeah, I was gonna
like,
say,
way
there's
earlier.
not that much
It's a
difference.
2 hour difference. Hold it.
Oh, wait, what? That's it.
I
I thought you guys were mountain time in.
I
New
was for
Mexico.
a while, but then I moved to Texas, and then I moved here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I see.
That's so funny.
I mean,
Rest in
Maz,
peace.
I'm in the same boat. Nobody lives here. But I mean, I can fly
Yeah.
a lot more conveniently down there.
I know. It's like a 20, like even on a weekend, like even a long weekend, it takes a day and a half to travel and then
Yeah,
a day and a
exactly.
half back.
And it's like,
I'm
I'll
gonna
come there,
die.
hang out for a day, and then I gotta go home.
Woo.
That's crazy.
But yeah, still got a thing. Another thing with that pool, it's not. Last time I was on this, my knee got all locked up for some reason. Then eventually I fell out of
almost
my
died.
chair and it fixed it. But I feel like I gotta tell another one. So this stupid pool, this thing where you heat it up, I was trying to like fix it at night because I was like, oh shit, I left it on again. So I walk out there and I'd had a couple beers, so I'm like trying to fiddle around and figure it out. And so I just like reach behind to like get a grab and like feel around for stuff. Accidentally touched the exposed wires on the back.
Oh.
And I got stuck. It was like pulsing through my hand, and I'm like, and I like can't let go, and I'm like, nobody's around. Oh god, everybody's in bed. And finally, I like try to use my other hand to peel it off. Then it's going through like both hands, and I'm like peeling my fingers off. And then eventually I let go, and I just had like this terrible anxious feeling after. So then, Airbnb, I give it a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three.
3 out of
It's ever since then, it's just been a little bout of bad luck. It was, and then I was telling you guys before this. I'll circle around. It's I had a lot of these involve beer. I'm seeing a pattern. But I had an open bottle, and we had just gotten home, and I had apparently not poured it out, and I didn't see it. And then I got up to go pee, and my headset wire got caught on the beer bottle and fell and smashed on the top of my tower, my desktop tower. And so it's just shattered glass everywhere and beer running through my computer. And I was in the middle of a TFT game.
No.
And I was like,
Your rank.
I'm like, oh, there's 5 seconds left in the round. I'm trying to play that. And then I'm like, and then I should probably unplug my computer. And there's glass everywhere and I'm bleeding. Oh no.
There's
like-
around real quick before.
And then my computer just like makes a little funny noise and then zaps out and it won't ever turn back on. So I tried to salvage some pieces, but then, everything updates. They change the size of processors. They do all that. So I built a new computer. And then
Did
my
you lose any
phone
files
broke.
or anything?
Oh yeah, no. I was like thinking about. I probably have like 6.5 finished minutes of animation just between like a couple
No.
different videos that I dabbled in, and like a short that was like pretty much done and ready to be uploaded. So I lost those.
I would have cried.
Yeah,
I would've
no,
cried if I
I
was
was
you.
very upset, but whatever. You got a computer upgrade. You can try to justify it. The only bad part is the other one probably had like 3 more years of life in it. and all my files.
No.
But yeah, it's okay. Then my phone broke and I had to get a new one, so it was a bit of a bad.
Was alcohol involved with that one too, or?
No,
His
that
phone
one
is like $5,000.
No, phones aren't 5,000. That was just like a conglomerate of like moving in. It's like we need to like an AC unit because it's too hot to do anything. And then my phone broke, and it was like, okay, better upgrade phone, upgrade computer. Thank God, computer their parts are like down now a little bit because of all the. I don't know why. I feel like it has something to do with crypto being like banned in China or whatever, but I'm not gonna get into that. But it's just like we moved, so there's like constant fees for everything, and I'm like, I can't just spend willy-nilly. I'm running dry.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Overall, it's been good. I'm really happy that like VidCon was able to happen.
Any like crazy
I hope it
moments at
happens-
VidCon?
Wait. I heard that VidCon's ending. Is that true?
It's not
Maybe.
anymore.
Not true.
I-
I mean, not sure.
Okay.
VidCon.
It was
I
so
was gonna say
tiny
not
this
true.
year. It was nothing to do. There was nothing to do.
Compared to 20, like I think we got lucky going to literally the best one, like before
Yeah,
COVID.
I
Oh yeah,
agree.
2019 was the best VidCon, hands down.
I still
Hell yeah.
think it's like a lot of fun, but it was a little weirder this year. It was just kind of like it was
was
still good
weird.
for, I think a lot of feature creators were able to have like fun and stuff, but it was a lot more like TikTokers, and I don't mean this in a bad way, and this could be biased, but it's just like I don't think people can form as personal of a connection to somebody making such short form content compared to like a full YouTube video. So then their meetups, we had our meetups, and it was like nice to meet people, but then I looked at like some of the lines, and it was like there were like 10 people who are like, okay, I like am a huge fan of this guy because he makes great TikToks. It's just different from like somebody making 10-minute videos where they talk a lot more about themselves and you get more personality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
that was like the whole thing.
it was, the actual hall was much smaller, and I understand why they would have had to like downsize a bit.
People pulled out before they
Yeah.
were too scared.
Well,
Yeah.
and like the size of it was supposed to be limited. It was like something to do with like during whenever VidCon was being planned, they were like reduced capacity or something like that. And then Anime Expo, like 2 weeks later or 1 week later, was like
Super
full
spread.
capacity, full blown, everybody go. And I saw pictures, and it was like crowds.
Oh my.
No
like-
one can move.
Yeah, exactly.
Anime Expo's scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really wanted to go, but I'd had my fill of LA and was going
Yeah.
home. But then there's also a problem with like Canadian Air. Sorry, I'm jumping around a ton.
Yeah, go.
There's a problem with Canadian Airlines right now, and there's just like they're like understaffed like crazy, and so many flights have been canceled. So me and Allie are waiting at the airport, and we're like sitting there, and then they're like, okay, it's delayed by 30 minutes. I'm like, that's not bad. And then we get on the plane, sit there for an hour on the tarmac, and then they deplane us because they're like, yeah, some hydraulic thing is broken. And I'm like, that sounds serious. I don't want to fly in that. That's fine. So they take us off the plane. We wait another 5 hours. I'm like, oh, we'll get another plane or something. No, they just cancel it. And they were like giving us vouchers every like 2 hours for like $10 of food, and to buy like one sandwich is like $20 there. And I'm like, okay. And then so we ended up just like waiting in line for another 2 hours just to get like a hotel room, and then we were like, you know what, screw this. We found flights to Vegas for like $50. So we went there
Oh hell
instead.
yeah!
Woo!
We made like
Vegas, baby.
Vegas.
Vegas. But that was yeah, you were about to ask if we lost.
You lost a lot of money. You lost a lot of money.
We had a
I would
limit,
never.
and we stayed within it for the first couple days. and then we were a little down bad. But then we literally had like, we were down to like $100. And we were like, okay, well, we checked out of our hotel. We have all our bags with us. We're waiting like, we have like 30, 40 minutes till we should go to the airport. So I'm like, let's play it. And she's like, that's our last 100. Like, then we're
Let's
coming
go.
up with
I
nothing.
did the same thing.
And so I was like, we play it down. We're doing like the minimum bets just to like play our time for fun. And then it gets down to the last we get $20, and the max on this machine is $10. So I was like, let's just do 2 max spins just for fun. And so we do the first one, nothing pops up. We do the second one, nothing. And the way the reels work on like those machines is they have 5, nothing lined up in the first 2. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna lose. But then it hits like bonus, 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 and the machine pops off and brings us out of the hole. Or like, actually, we still left down, but like, it gave us like just enough to be like, we're going home happy. We're going home happy. This is great.
What? You got a
we're
happy
only-
ending. This is bullshit.
We're only down a little. We can go home and it's fine.
Heck yeah.
That did not happen for me in Vegas. I was like, Laddi, you stay here, you do your meeting. I'm gonna go pay. I'm gonna go play. I come back 5 minutes later.
Did you use her money? Like to
No,
lose
it's
or
my
something?
money. It was
It was
my
the money
money.
we both earned it by playing.
It was all my money.
It was not true.
It was we won. We had $100 minimum I was gonna spend, and I basically spent it all on one big old blackjack hand. And I lost it all, and I come back 5 minutes later. It's like what, that was quick. What happened? I'm like, I lost all my money. It's like what?
Oh, that's rough.
I had $100 I wanted to spend, and I did it. I'm happy.
Oh God.
I was happy.
In one hand? Oh no.
One hand, baby.
Woo.
Dude, VidCon this year, kind of cool, because I had my first ever panel, like an official panel, other than the one in New York where it's just like you talk. This is like a game show panel.
Yeah. Wait, who are you with?
I was it was Cartoon Punch.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
James and everyone.
Yeah.
There's this video. Did you see
How
the video?
how did that go?
Oh, dude, we basically won until we were winning. We were up. We got all our friends like front row seats and stuff. It was great. We were basically winning. My team, our team, Circle Tunes, Rebecca's, and Adam's team. We were a team, and we were winning like all the rounds. There was like challenges like getting pied or like blindfolded or like one stroke, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd kept voting for us. And then at the end, they did like the all or nothing thing, which is just fun for games stuff. For like you know how it is, to keep the interest on the audience. We lost.
I'm sorry, Josh. Good.
Good.
No.
Good.
Check out this video though. Rebecca got pied, and I got a little bit on my sleeve, and it was the worst day ever.
Oh yeah, it was so aggressive.
Oh yeah, this was like crazy. And I mean like, we told her to throw the pie, and she threw it good, but she kind of had like follow through on her hand. And don't get me wrong, it made a very funny scene, and she shouldn't feel bad, but it hit her hard enough that it made her lip bleed a little.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, her lip bleeding was after.
Yeah,
No.
it was just like a little swollen.
Poor Rebecca. This is the second time that Rebecca got pied. She
Yeah.
got pied at VidCon US.
Yeah, and it was all over her
know.
nice clothes. She took her nice jacket
Yeah.
off at least, so that's good.
Yeah.
All our friends in the front row. Two of them got pied. I think Christian and Rebecca. And I was about to go get pied, and they're like, "No, let's not pie him." And all my friends went, "Boo, pie him!" Boo.
I wanted
And
him
I'm
to be pied.
It was
that
just-
was what I came here to see.
That was the other thing, was VidCon was a little underprepared for some things. Like so their panel, they had like they weren't able to get cameras set up for them to hook up to like the big screens on the side, which is like, you know, pretty ideal when you're drawing on a little whiteboard and there's I don't know how many people, like 200, 400 people in that room. There was a lot of people in that room.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
And it was just like
But there was,
somebody
like, no-
sitting at the back who waited at, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours to come into this event. They couldn't see, and if they'd put it on the screens, they would have been able to. So it's a little
Yeah.
rough.
That
And then
sucks.
we had another panel, me and Circle Tunes and Adam. It's escaping me. Animator versus animation.
Alan Becker.
Alan Becker.
Oh,
Sorry.
Alan Becker.
And Alan
yeah,
Becker. Great guy. And then
Love him.
Great guy.
we were supposed to do like painting with sponges on our elbows so that we could like draw and have like big strokes that people could see and stuff. Well, there's two little oversights. One, they have a black stage that the sun is absolutely beaming down onto, and we are sweaty and hot. And that's like not that bad. They can't control that. It's an outdoor stage. But it was hot. It was like they should have maybe put a little bit of shade over the like audience area because everybody was hiding off to the side under like the few umbrellas. And then the other thing was they just said, no, we can't do paint. Sorry, we don't have like we clean up for this. There's cords everywhere. And it's like, why did you tell us we're doing this? And then we're like preparing. Then we just had zero show to do. So we were like quickly brainstorming what to do. So we ended up sticking the markers like in the like, what is that? The weenus is on the back.
Armpit.
Yeah.
The armpit of the weenus.
The vagina.
No vagina.
Can I say that here?
That's about right. That's about
So
right.
we put it in there, and then we're trying to draw like that, and then it's like when you're doing that, you're kind of in front of it and stuff, but it still ended up pretty fun. So then we had like people coming up and guessing and giving us prompts. So it was
And you had
fun,
to sprint
but
to
we
your
had
next
to like
panel.
last minute plan it, and it was just it was a little weird.
Yeah.
I still love what they
No.
do for us. It's nice.
No, I get you. I think it's more so a central event in which we can all go to. Like, look, I'm gonna be honest. VidCon is fun. Even 2019 was really good, but most of the time we all go to meet each other, like
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
parties,
Like,
friends.
I don't think anybody's going like, yeah, VidCon, let's go.
No.
It's just VidCon, you know.
Well, I like walking through the hall, but it's just like you kind of only get one opportunity. They don't always let you just like walk through. I just kind of
One
snuck
shot.
out and did it. But the one thing I am really excited about is like the meetups. Everybody's just lovely and nice, and it's
Oh,
like you don't have to do
I
any
heard.
planning. You just have to like hang out.
I know, but like I heard and I saw videos on TikTok and YouTube, because it was ran by TikTok. They gave TikTokers meetups, and exactly as you said, TikTokers are just not built to build this like fan relationship, and they were empty in these
Yeah.
videos, dude. Like,
So they set up
That
our
was
whole group
odd.
was 2-hour meetups, and
yes,
so we all walk out there, and I looked down the line, and after about 15-20 minutes, there was no one else there. And I was like, it was a 2-hour meetup. What happened? Like, they lottery off these sections, so there had to be people who, like, hey, you get to meet this person. And then they just didn't go because they're like, oh, that's a TikToker. Like, maybe I've seen his videos, but I just don't. It's harder. I encourage. I wonder how they would even fix that. Like, how TikTokers can garner more of like a personal fan base.
Just make longer TikToks.
Yeah, I guess, or like be very interactive. But the thing is, lots of their gimmicks, like if you have a magician TikToker who does like video editing and like magic tricks, it's hard to like break character and then just like, hey, today I'm just like doing a Q&A, or like stitch this video and I'll respond to you. Like, I guess that's what you could kind of do, but it's tricky.
Yeah, and I hate to hear that because the TikTokers didn't have a whole meet and greet, because they prioritized the meet and greets for TikTokers this year since TikTok was the main sponsor for it.
Yeah.
But as a result of that, some YouTubers didn't get meet and greets.
Oh, yeah.
Illy didn't get a meet and greet, and I'm like, so many people would have been in line to meet Illy.
Okay. Well,
But instead, they gave it reserved to the TikTokers who nobody wanted to meet.
Okay,
And I'm like,
yeah.
well, cool.
Why-
Kind of saw that happening.
they should have.
yeah.
Why did they give me one? They should give Illy one. Illy's got there's so many people there like
I don't
walking
know.
around with Illy stuff on. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like just
didn't
everybody
even know
should have
that.
gotten one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, it's like there's so much time on like a bunch of the days, and then all my events were also put back to back to back on the last day, and then the last day, like after our event, like right at 6 p.m. or whatever, they shut us down, and like we still were answering questions, and they were like, no, the hall's now closed. Everybody get out, get out, get out, and then people are disassembling it as people coming to VidCon are still there, and I'm like, it was weird,
Yeah.
but. I don't know. It's not something I want to see go downhill. It's like a lot of fun, and I think there's always a lot of potential for it. It's just this year was a little
Not a
odd.
good year.
Yeah.
Maybe next year, if they do it, dude, they go all full force because this year was tiny, baby. Even all like the feature creator stuff, all the feature creators stayed at the hotel because that's where everything was. There was nothing at the convention itself, like upstairs or anything. It's just like that's it.
We'll just start having to go to TwitchCon.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
The
wait,
creators can
what?
walk around there.
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, well, we'll need another place to meet up. So we'll start having to go to TwitchCon.
That's so funny. Like, I didn't even consider TwitchCon as like something.
It'd be fun.
I just didn't. Yeah, that would be fun.
And like,
Is it at Florida?
no, it's in San Francisco or.
I was
Oh,
gonna
shit.
say if it wasn't
Or
if
LA?
it wasn't Florida, bro, I'm not going.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Florida man.
Yeah, we went to Orlando. I always thought Disneyland was better than Disney World. No, Disney World's crazy. It's just you have
No,
to
Disney
bus
World's the
everywhere.
best.
Yeah, it's good.
Is that the one in Florida?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's
Oh.
yeah, I know, but it's just like I don't know. It's because they have so many parks. They have like Disney or Magical Kingdom, the Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and then there's like maybe one or two more. But they have all these different kingdoms to go to and check out. And so there's tons of rides, but again, you do have to like bus around and stuff.
There's because Disneyland was an experiment. It was just like the first thing, but Disney World, they bought all this swampland and drained it basically because it was cheap, and they're like, we know how to build something here. California has too much land expense, so the Florida was like swampland. It's like, yeah, buy it, fuck it, and so they have so much they can work with now.
Yeah, true.
Damn,
and it is kind of funny that you walk around and it's like, I remember I was driving from the airport, or no, not driving from the airport. I was on a tram that goes from one piece of the airport to the next, and it's like between terminals, and I'm looking out the tram window, and there's actually just a little swamp, and somebody's like, there's a crocodile, and sure enough, in this little swamp right off the highway, right next to like the airplane's landing, there's just a crocodile, and I'm like,
He's chilling.
he's just chilling. They're scary.
They're so adorable. They're Adam Whitey's favorite animal. He loves them so much. He lets to kiss them. They're not his favorite animal. He hates them.
Living,
He hates them more than The Rock.
yeah. Living in Canada, it's like the most scary things we have. I mean, like bears, yeah, but you don't run into them that often. Or like a moose. The only scary thing about them is you kind of, if you're about to hit a deer with your car, you're supposed to like speed up. You can kind of get out of the way.
Fling over.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're supposed to speed up when you see a deer.
It's because they'll roll over rather than like smashing into the windshield, and it'll also like, kill them.
Yeah, if you
quick
swerve out
rather
the way
than
and hit a
making
tree,
them
you
suffer.
die.
Yeah, you also like
Yeah.
would make them suffer if you hit them kind of like slower and like just break their legs. But then a
Yeah.
moose, you're like, at all costs, it's
Dead.
better to go into a tree. Like you want to like go into the ditch. You want to go anywhere else.
You know
because
what's so funny you say that? So in Nier Automata, like in the first level, like this is not a spoiler, it's like a 6-year-old game, so it's not even a spoiler. You fight a robot, like you fight robots. And so you're fighting all these robots in the first level. In the second level, you go outside, and there was one moose, and I was like, oh, I've been killing robots the entire first level, it'll be fine. I start shooting the moose, I die in 2 hits. Like,
Yeah.
I got killed by a moose. I'm like, damn.
They weigh like a ton,
okay.
dude. It's like, but the problem is yeah, if you hit them, and especially you're in a car rather than a truck, they'll like you'll knock them over, they'll perfectly land onto the windshield, like crushing you. So that's like the scariest thing is just like, don't hit wildlife with your car, or like maybe have bear mace, or like know how to play dead or run away. But and then our insects are like pathetic. We have like nothing scary. Maybe there's like some black widows, but those, they just kind of make like a kid sick. And then
Australia has some good insects.
yeah, I go down to even LA and I'm like, oh my God, why are the bugs so big? And then I see videos of Australia and there's people like, there's a point where spiders are too big, and like if I'm feeling like a squish, like a huge squish, and like lots of fluid is coming, that's scary. I don't even want to approach that. And I'm like, I can see its fangs. Those are big. Those are like human teeth in that spider's mouth. That scares me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, that's Australia.
And box jellies. Oh my God, I'm scared of the ocean.
Box jelly. Oh, jellyfish?
Box jelly?
Yeah, isn't it a box jellyfish? Is like the most
Oh,
venomous.
box jellyfish.
It's the most
Yeah.
venomous thing on the planet.
It's in Australia?
Yeah, they're like.
I'm so excited.
I mean, they're in lots of waters. But
Yeah. Can't wait. I can't wait for you to visit.
This is really selling Australia for me.
And have
I'm
you
like, I
seen
want to go even more
kangaroos?
now.
Have you seen the
Oh, I hate
pectorals on
kangaroos.
kangaroos?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I love
I remember seeing a video and it was like a kangaroo came up like really aggressive, so the guy just like rocked it in the face, and I'm like, that's bad, but it's just kind of funny.
The kangaroo's like, what
Oh,
the
dude,
fuck?
that happens all the time.
What,
man.
people just rock kangaroos?
And then, like, you'll be surprised how many videos there are of people fighting kangaroos. Like, there's too many.
Send videos. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, go
I
ahead.
recently fed kangaroos. They're really nice.
Oh,
They,
wallabies.
are they like deer, like same temperament? They kind of want their own space, but they just kind of wander around and eat grass and berry.
Yeah, basically.
And hot
Like,
shit.
it's Australian deer, really.
Okay.
Australian deer is just kangaroo.
And
It's not. That's not technically wrong.
Do you guys have squirrels?
No.
You don't have squirrels, really?
No,
Everywhere.
that's what when I saw a squirrel in America, I was like, wait, what? What is that?
Wow.
That's a drop bear.
Interesting. That's so weird because it's like they're so common here.
I remember
So, wow.
when you go to like, whenever I go anywhere, I'm like, what is that? I can tell it's probably a mammal, but what is that? It's like, that's a capybara. I'm like, that's not real. That's not a real thing. Or like,
Man
sugar
punches a
babies. I'm like,
kangaroo
where do
in
you
the
live
face
in
to
the
rescue
wild
his
that you
dog.
survive? You look like anything would eat you.
That's so funny.
Like hamsters?
Literally,
Yeah,
if you search
hamsters. I'm like,
find
what-
man
what
find
is your
kangaroo,
purpose
you'll find
on the
so
planet?
Go.
You'll find too many.
Yeah.
You're under arrest,
Alrighty.
laddie.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes. Wee.
Let's see. I have like other things. Let's see what happened. Shit. VidCon. We threw a party this year. That was pretty cool. It was the Rushlight Invader party, but mostly JJ and Iron Bat helped me with it. And everyone just came to the House of Blues, and we ate food and bullshit. It was great.
I was gonna ask how that turned out.
Yeah.
We didn't go because we were waiting on our tests.
Yeah.
And then we were like,
Adam
it's
showed up
late.
though, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, he was at dinner with us, and he's like, I'm gonna go check this out. Rush set this whole thing up. I feel bad for not going. I'm like, me too, but I'm also about to pass out at this table.
Yeah, but it was so fun and stressful and fun. Like putting together is always stressful. It's like we had to like, all right, Maaz. So this is like a $6,000 venue, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And Iron Bat's mom knows some connections, and he helped set it up to get it for cheaper, like $2,800. It was way cheaper, and we got a good deal on it. And
Like, when you say venue, is that like a hotel? Like a.
it's the
kind of
House of
venue?
Blues, like a really famous place with like concerts and stuff. And we got the restaurant part where there's like off section area where they wall it off, and only our people can like go in there.
Wow, okay.
And you just say, like, I'm here for the animator party, and they just get escorted. We lied about like who we were. We're like, yeah, we're some network and stuff. We're a business. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like these are our creators. It's like we were having a party, but it was just a lie. It was just like a place to hang out. And everyone just pitched in.
You guys are businesses.
Yeah, business of
Yeah.
Google.
The Rushlight Invader LLC.
Rush just sent this little compilation of YouTube clips in the chat. And
Oh, I did.
At the end, there's hashtag Bring Big Daddy sponsor YouTube back.
Yeah, Henry made this.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen Dragon Ball Pooper? No.
Shut up, you. I'm business. Have you seen this? But no, it was really great, really fun. I was scared that everyone was gonna get COVID. I feel bad for people that couldn't make it, Laddi.
Oh my god, you had Beach Day!
We beach day,
Yeah.
baby.
I didn't go to
Yeah, Henry
beach
is a
day.
beautiful boy and put this all
Sad.
together.
Yeah, Henry made like a really nice video.
Oh, Beach Day. I forgot about
I'm
Beach
glad I got
Day.
to go to beach day. At least, you know, that was before Vidcon.
Dude, who are these people? I don't even recognize half of these people.
Who are these people? Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah,
We meet new people
That's-
every year.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna forget them all.
I'm
Oh,
at the beach.
Andrew. Aw,
A lot of people, because like there was that whole 2-year gap, 3-year gap in between like seeing everybody. I remember like there was some like younger like kids from like I remember they were like little in 2019.
They're all taller.
And then like
Yep.
now they're like tall, like different
Brody's
looking.
huge.
Like,
Yeah, have you seen
yeah,
Brody?
Brody's
Brody's a
totally
huge
different
boy.
from when
Brody's
we
so
met him
tall.
in 2019.
He's the one person that lives like kind of close to me, like within my province, and like he's like a big farm boy. He's just huge. But
yeah.
or even Haminations, like Bryson, he's pretty tall too, and he
Yeah.
used to be
Yeah,
like
there you
a
go.
little guy, but then he hit his late growth spurt at like 21.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Damn it! I wanna go!
When's my turn? Do I get one at 25?
No.
Listen, I'm 6 feet, man. I don't need any more. I'm done.
I'm
No more.
happy at 5'9".
I'm happy where.
Me too. Let's go.
It's the ideal sought
I think
after
I'm
height.
okay at. I'm happy at 6'4". I mean, I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
get a little
alright,
taller,
laddie.
but
Yeah, alright.
but you know, I guess it is what it is.
You're 6'3". Shut up.
I'm gonna get that like femur
Fine.
shortening surgery.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
tired of being so tall.
Oh man, it's such a curse.
That's an absolute curse and a gift.
You know what?
What else happened in my life
Interesting.
recently? Oh, I got recognized in the museum yesterday. I was not even wearing my yellow beanie. It was the pink one.
Yo.
Yo, my first
Yeah.
time out of con.
Wait, you actually got recognized out, like, not in
Outside
a.
of VidCon.
Yeah,
Do you
and not
post
in my
it?
outfit
I
normally.
was
They
gonna
just
say-
constantly like,
Is your face even posted many places?
yeah. I have a second channel. I post my webcam
Oh
a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, fair.
Wait, how, like, who was it? How was it? Like, tell us. Are you serious? Like, expand
Yeah.
it out. Are you serious right now?
We're looking at this cool, like, naked woman. We're like, oh, that's some good art right
It's
there.
an
On the
art
Okay,
museum.
never mind. Don't tell me anymore. Oh, okay.
That's awesome though.
Yeah.
Girl's like, are you a YouTuber? And I'm like, I'm smiling because I'm like, oh, this is the moment. Yes, I am. And they're like, Rushlight Invader? I'm like, yes, yeah, I am. And we're like, oh my God. And I'm like, ah. It's like, this is Laddi, by the way. She takes off her mask and she's like, oh my God, Laddi. And I'm like, yeah.
That's crazy. I feel like that's
That's
only
so
happened outside of
funny.
cons like 2 or 3 times. But one time was at Lollapalooza. I'm like at a music festival nowhere near my home.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
what the heck?
and like, you know, it's a lot of like older teens and adults there. But then this one girl comes up and she's, I don't know, probably 13, 14. And she's just like, hey, Devin. And I'm like, what? What?
Wait, how do you know me?
How do you even know my first name? And then she comes up and she was really nice. And then one time, and then it happened 2 times in Edmonton. One time I was just like shopping and the cashier recognized.
Oh,
and then
that's so cool.
another was at a barcade, like a arcade bar thing, like a round one.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice.
I love it. This is a great feeling just to be recognized. It's like, oh.
There's people.
Yeah.
Whenever you materialize people that actually like watch things, it's like, oh my God, those are people.
You're not a number.
You're not a number.
You're not a number.
Oh no.
You're
I
not
thought
a
you looked like a 2.
You're not a walking number 9.
Number 13.
But yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
that's
nice.
sweetie.
If you ever see any of us, come say hi.
100%.
Please.
We all
People
want to
don't
kiss
recognize
right
me.
on the mouth.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
All the time. Oh, what? You don't?
It'll get us in trouble.
Oh.
We can't.
Never mind. Don't kiss me.
And that should be much it, right? We're good?
All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty. With that being said, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming on.
Kiss me on the mouth.
Gingerpale.
Anyways.
Yeah. Mwah, mwah. That's it. We're just not making it. That's it. That's the end of the podcast.
Well, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
No
Let's
way.
do this again
No,
soon.
it was honestly such a good catch up.
Wait, Gingerpale actually kissed me multiple times, by the way.
Yeah, deserved.
All right, and with that, logging off now.